ready for St. Patrick's Day, huh?
Very much.
Love it.
Let's start with CJ. He's just in the consistency that he's had. He's the
Mm-hmm.
first player in NBA history to have 153s in 10 consecutive seasons. The stuff that he's meant to hear, especially kind of the game he had the other night. Just what does he mean when he's hitting and how much that changes things?
Yeah, it speaks to his consistency when nobody's watching. He's consistently getting his work in. Doing all of the little things to make sure he's available to play in games. His off-season workout program is pretty strong, and then he's able to get on the floor, and it's no secret that he can step on the floor and produce at a high level for a number of years in a row. To your point, and that type of leadership, even with the way the season is going, is commendable for sure.
And then Bruce has looked a little bit better in the starting role.
Mm-hmm.
Probably his best game of the season
Mm-hmm.
the other day, especially being able to pass. He made a couple of great passes out of that zone. What did you see from him as a starter?
Yeah, he was really good last game, and it was great to see him look more like himself. And with our group, he's still trying to figure out how he can impact winning, how he can impact playing at a high level, and we're all working through that. But good to see him have a good game against San Antonio.
And I know even Kelly goes tonight. How is he looking for tonight?
We're going to wait till we get a little closer to the game to give you guys an update on Z.
Detroit's had a major turnaround this year, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, new coach. They're a very young team last season, but the addition of those veterans like
For sure.
Beasley and Schroeder came at the deadline. Tim Hardaway Jr. What does adding veterans to a young team do for them?
Well, the beauty in adding veterans, and especially veterans that they all contribute, they all play, is they have an opportunity to show the young guys on their team a great example of what professionalism looks like. And I know Tobias played with him when he was a younger guy. Still keep in contact with him. Tim Hardaway, obviously, Beasley's had a stellar career. Schroeder is he's been on teams and he's won at a high level. So, you put those four guys on a team full of young guys. They're practicing every day. They're showing these guys, how to be a pro on and off the floor, and you can see the turnaround with that group. They're making a big impact on that team, and now their young guys are, taking more steps forward for sure.
You look at the matchup inside. This is another team that likes to attack the offensive glass,
Mm-hmm.
especially Jalen Duren. For Carlo, who's shown a lot of upside on the offensive end, how do you get him to lock in a little bit more defensively? Because it seems like as much as he scored, there are times when he gives it back. So how do you get him against a team that's this aggressive to be a little bit more physical on the glass?
Yeah, that's the challenge for our young bigs, and quite frankly, our group is a physical team is coming into our building, and we have to have a mindset that we're going to step on the floor and match, outmatch or at least match that intensity. And it starts with the defensive end. It starts with our ability to communicate and transition. It starts with our ability to finish possessions, stick hand contest and finish possessions with rebounds. Those are all challenges that our young guys have to continue to work at and be disciplined, step on the floor, and execute at a high level.
Well, I know you want to win every game, but do you still get a little bit more excited when you're playing against this team that you kind of grew up watching and everything? Or is it kind of over with now?
No, I mean, it's, I know that the local television network in Detroit, a lot of my family will get to see us play and get to see us play against the Pistons. Look, I grew up watching, Detroit play as a kid. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Vinnie Johnson, Lambeer, all of those guys played against, Chauncey and those guys, championship team. So there's always that's always special to be able to play, coach against your hometown team. Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned your time playing alongside Tobias Harris. I was talking to him this morning, and I met Doc Rivers a couple weeks ago said, if young guys can't learn from Tobias Harris, they can't learn from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
what do you, I guess, what do you like about him as a pro? Because whenever, it's almost like consensus that he's like a pro's pro, like just the way he kind of goes about his business.
I think the biggest thing with Tobias is that he takes it serious. Like, he doesn't take this for granted. And he was like that as a young player. And he comes in every day, 99% of the time. He's at it. He's ready for practice. He's lifting. He's conditioning. He's preparing himself mentally, physically for what an NBA season is about. He's doing it off the floor. He's eating healthy. He takes care of himself. Doc is right. If you watch Tobias and you don't learn from him, who can you learn from? So I agree with that.
Hey, Coach. I know during your time here as coach, you had an opportunity to work with Fred Vincent. What do you remember about working with him? And during that time, how have you seen like the work he put in and has instilled with those players, kind of help with their development?
Fred was a great addition to our coaching staff. Obviously, we were sad to see him go, but excited that he had an opportunity to go, continue his career in Detroit. A lot of shots in the gym. He's known for helping guys, be able to attack shooting better, and he's on the floor doing that all day, every day with young guys, older guys, whomever wants to get help. And I'm sure he's doing much of the same in Detroit. Worked closely with Herb Jones. Herb had last season career shooting from three-point percentage. So we definitely miss Fred, miss his presence, but excited for his journey. All right, thank you.